that the pavilions were really a standout feature of Expo 88. And we'd love to bring you some stories this hour from those times, including this one.
I'm a bushman from down under, wear my RM boots.
It's Andrew Schultz. I was working for BPA Australia in 1984, and we got support and able to deliver a freestanding private enterprise pavilion at Expo 88. It was fully funded by the private sector, and it took about 4 years to bring the project together. Sir Lou Edwards gave it the go-ahead in early 1987 and gave us a site in front of the ship inn and down near the Pavilion of Promise and the dock end, which wasn't the busiest end, but it was about a third of the way from the New Zealand Pavilion. We certainly were competitors with some of those other pavilions in terms of numbers.
I'm from the bush down under.
The silo in the city was a great project, a remarkable effort and support by rural industries, and it was the only custom-built industry pavilion on site. You had other government pavilions which were custom-built, but not an industry pavilion. All the other corporations had to go into the box rectangles. And so Lou Edwards was certainly a forward thinker, backed us all the way, and I can remember the interviews and meetings with Joe Bielke-Peterson and Lou and all those people in power in those days. You know, it was something to grab hold of, and they certainly did, and it was really good to see what various displays came into that from various industries. So there was up to 30 industries within that pavilion. The Expo theme was leisure in the age of technology, and so we went out into the market to see if we could find good examples of new technologies for primary industries. And the music clips were indicating to the audience that technology was now a part of rural industry. And so the Bushmen from Down Under and communications, they were written purposely for showing the new age of rural business. And that was what Expo 88 was about.
Relays for TV news, computer programs, scientific breakthroughs, technology.
What was really interesting was the fresh food concept. We have, Woolies today promoting fresh, and we had the cafe there, Fresh Food, which was very, very popular. Also, paddock to plate and food and fibre were some of the buzzwords we invented for the Expo experience. And those words and terms today are very much part of agribusiness. So we feel quite proud when we hear some of these terms. We had a tender system after Expo, and Dalby and Biloela put in a submission, and Biloela won the rights to take the silo, and it's up there today. It's a working pavilion. They call it Advance Australia Fair. It's a home for agricultural heritage. I see it regularly, and the yellow and blue stripes on the side are just magnificent. So after this period, 30 years, it stood the test of time.
Oh, the flavour, the sounds, the magic of Expo 88. That was Andrew Schultz, who was the Deputy Chairman of the Primary Industries Pavilion, silo in the city, at Expo 88. It is 23 minutes past 3. Keen to hear your Expo memories as well. 1300 222 612.